Over the years, the Niger Delta region, famed for abundant natural resources, including crude oil, has been plagued by persistent flooding disasters, which bring untold inconveniences and hardship to residents. The need for a robust and efficient emergency response strategy to mitigate the impact of these disasters is the reason for this workshop put together by the NDDC Directorate of Environmental Protection and Control.
We have intentionally brought together various agencies saddled with the responsibilities of managing the Niger Delta environment to participate and give their perspective to the arduous task of mitigating the flood disasters on our people and their communities. By engaging in constructive dialogue, collaborative learning, and practical exercises, we can equip ourselves with the tools and insights necessary to navigate the complex challenges posed by floods and to safeguard the lives and livelihoods of those most vulnerable in our communities.
A former national president of the Nigeria Cartographic Association, Professor Andrew Obafemi, brings his experience to bear as he highlights implementable initiatives and mechanisms to navigate the peculiar challenges posed by floods in the Niger Delta region.
We can have a kind of sustainable land use and environmental management, which is built on what our director said earlier, integrated watershed management, in order to be able to have a lasting result and solution to this work. We need to strengthen our institutions. And what NDDC is doing is a way in that direction. We can strengthen our institutions, and every agencies and departments that have to do with one thing or the other that will help to ensure that people are made not to fall short of plans, that will help to give free flow to flash floods.
Other resource persons speak on vulnerability assessment and the need to engage with the local populace for effective adaptation strategies.
The seasonality of this particular hazard makes it in such a way that we can actually predict fairly accurately when they will happen, the magnitude with which they will happen, and where the impact will be most felt.
To engage the communities, just like most of the speakers have said, Dr. Ferdinand said, that we need to engage their indigenous knowledge. They are also having their own experiences. They know when these floods, they know the signs to look at in the environment.
There are very sophisticated ways of doing it. There is what is called water guarding or bioretention, where water is collected to the deep and it doesn't flow out immediately. It takes time. That reduces flood, especially flash floods.
For the NDDC Managing Director, the Regional Development Agency will continue collaborations with state governments to meet its obligation in the area of flood management.
It's not something NDDC can do alone. It has to be a collective responsibility. But for us in NDDC too, I can also assure you that we've started working on areas of renewable energy in order to improve our environment. We are building emergency shelters across the Niger Delta, of which some of these projects will soon be completed and be commissioned.
As predicted by NIMET, the rains have become heavier with almost daily wet weather. The NDDC is, however, optimistic of working closely with other agencies and organizations to implement flood disaster control measures.